Attention now.
Good afternoon, boys and girls. I hope everybody's doing well, and I hope you all had a good Easter weekend. Today, we are back, and we are ready to continue discussing the formation of fossil fuels. Specifically, we're going to focus on the similarities and differences between oil, coal, and natural gas. So, make sure you have something to take notes with, and let's begin. Let's remember that there are three fossil fuels: oil, natural gas, and coal. One of the major differences between the three of these is the state of matter that we find it in. For example, we find oil as a liquid. We find natural gas as a gas or gaseous substance, and we find coal as a solid, very similar to rocks in its properties. The other major difference we see is the ecosystem in which these fossil fuels were created in. So, oil and natural gas require a lot of remains of marine life. So that means that both of these come from areas that used to be oceans. Sometimes these are areas like the Gulf of Mexico that are still oceans, and they just need to go into the sediment at the bottom and dig them up and extract the oil and natural gas. Other times, they find these in areas like Baytown, which is no longer an ocean, but hundreds of millions of years ago it used to be. And because it used to be, if they dig deep enough into the sedimentary rock, they find oil and natural gas. Unlike oil and natural gas, which we find inside of sedimentary rocks in areas that used to be oceans, we find coal inside of sedimentary rocks in areas that used to be swamps. That's because swamps have a very high density of plants, and coal is formed from the pressurized remains of plants. Now, while there are a couple differences between oil, coal, and natural gas, there are a lot more similarities in the process in which these three fossil fuels are formed. Firstly, all of them require dead organic matter. So all of them require the fossils, the remains of plant and animal life. Secondly, all of them require sediments and sedimentary rock. So they all need organic matter that is then buried inside of sedimentary rock. Thirdly, they require time. They need millions and millions of years to be formed. Fourthly, in addition to the time, they also need pressure. So remember, the layers of sedimentary rock have to push down on them, and they require heat. Pressure and heat combined with time, sedimentary rock, and organic matter form fossil fuels. That concludes today's lesson. Remember, coal comes from areas that used to be swamps, while oil and natural gas come from areas that used to be oceans. Make sure to go back, double check your notes, and then complete the activities that you've been assigned on STEM Scopes and Google Classroom. Hope you all had a good day. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you have a good rest of your week. I'll talk to you all soon. Adios, niños.